Alright, we're going to make one of these Adobe icons down here. They're real simple, uh, kind of clean cut icons. I'm going to go ahead and make it for the storage drive up here. So um, I'm going to use a S and a T instead of, you can do whatever letters. You can put more letters. Just looks nice with the two, I think. Alright, first thing you want to do is you want to go to Finder, your applications, and choose which one you want to use. I'm going to use Flash because I like the red. Open up the actual application, go to the package contents to resources, find the icon, and alt drag it to the desktop so it copies instead of moves. Alright, I'm going to open this, and it's going to open up in preview. If it doesn't open in preview, make sure you select open in preview in case you have a different default. Save it as a PNG here. Alright, we save it to our desktop. Alright, go to Photoshop, open up that file. Flash. Alright. We have an icon is 512 by 512. That's the pixels. On this, it gives you kind of artifacts sometimes when you use the actual file. So I'm going to go ahead and use a new one. And go ahead and do 512, 512. Alright. Go ahead and select this. Make sure you select your whole icon here. Yeah, go ahead and select these letters as well. Copy that and place it over here. Go to our background, go ahead and delete that. Alright, you can see it has the kind of translucent background between the letters. It has a background around the sides as well. The dimensions are 512, like I said, but the icon is actually a little bit smaller because that gives it some depth. As you can see, there's a drop shadow around the icon itself instead of just the, icons insides. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here, select the entire icon here, including the letters. Alright, it's going to give you that little box. Alright, you're going to want to select the colors here. Use the top color for one, and go ahead and swap, use the very far bottom color for the other. Alright, you're going to go to your gradient tool, go straight down the middle, down, but okay. Alright, now that we have our color here, we're going to duplicate this layer. Alright, deselect, and go ahead to our text. I'm going to use ST like I said. The font, it doesn't really matter which one you use. I use Corpid because that's the one they use for their actual icons. They don't use Corporate Office, but it's the closest I could find to the actual font. But really anything works. There's one called Trebuchet MS, which is rather close as well. But really just, preference, finding whichever one you want to use. But go ahead and get your letters squared away on there. We're going to go ahead and select them and swap to our second layer here and erase the back of them, make them transparent. Alright, deselect and go to our second layer. You can use any background you want really, but I choose to use this because it gives it kind of a reddish tint, which is nice. It's not really noticeable, but whatever works. That's about right, but you can see there's a reddish tint to it. Alright, so we're going to do that. Go back to this one, add a drop shadow to it, switch this to normal, put it at 100, and make this about 90 degrees. Make this about 7, make this about 3. Alright, that'll give us our little effects there. We'll drop this down to, we'll fix that later. Alright, as you can see, it's kind of a jagged edges, and it's not real smooth. Like they use there's smooth kind of font. They have the edges kind of smoothed out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back here, select all of it. Alright, everything except for the letters. Go to our channels here. We're gonna make a new channel. Alright, and Alt backspace. We'll go ahead and change the color to white. You can deselect it and go to Gaussian blur. We're going to use a 4.0 blur here. which will give it that kind of smooth look that you see. Alright, and we're going to go to Images, Adjustment, Levels. I already have a preset for the levels, but those are the numbers you want to use, 130, 1, and 165. Alright, go ahead and do that. Okay, and we're going to control click here. Just going to select it for us. Layers, go back here. And let's see. Sorry, eraser. Up. I'm going to click the inverse here. Use our eraser now. As you can see, they're kind of smoothed out. Let's see, let's do some more here. Must not have my hardness. Yep, don't have hardness up at all. Alright, make sure we get the whole thing here. Deselect. Alright, we kind of have our smooth letters now. Alright, let's go to here, File, save this. We're going to want to save this as a TIFF file. And you're going to do it as a copy and get rid of the alpha channels and the layers. We'll name this storage. Storage. Alright. Make sure you have Save Transparency checked. It's not by default, so hide Photoshop. Alright, so now we have our TIFF file there. You want to open up your Icon Composer. Icon Composer it comes with the system, so you should be able to find that anywhere. Just type it into your Spotlight. Alright, we're going to want to open up our actual Flash file from the desktop that we dragged earlier. Alright, here. And then what we're going to do is select this and grab your TIFF here, your TIFF file, drag it over and click or select copy to all smaller sizes. Alright, just going to go ahead and copy those in there. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and save this. Alright, and that's going to change the little icon file over there. Now you're going to have to open up Candy Bar. Candy Bar is, doesn't come under, so if you're going to download it, it comes with a trial, so, you know, however that works. But here's our storage file, our storage icon. So you just click on it, and once it's in this little area down here, you can take your any folder, file, disk, whatever, drag it, and it'll go ahead and change your icon to that. So that's how it's done. All right. Best of luck.